little more temperature building into it.
That's crazy.
I've been around plastic enough to know how it reacts. You notice that, right? I mean, I've been doing this 3 years. I've figured out how to make it work and do what I want it to do. So
Yeah.
it didn't happen all at one time, that's for sure. It's like that guy that made the first boxes. He didn't know how the first time either. Okay, promise. He made some messes along the way. I made some messes along the way. I guarantee you that. I made some shit I wouldn't put nothing through. I mean, bad.
Really?
I made stuff. It just the riffles weren't good. You know, they were so mushy that it wouldn't work. You know, they had no definition. They looked like that shit Angus McCurt was making with his bat. Me and Justin was laughing about it. What'd Justin say?
He's
beating it to submission. He's like beating it like a baby seal. That's what he said. I started to laugh. And then he said, what we gonna do? We're gonna McCurt this shit? I said, I guess we are.
Fuck it with a stick.
We can't get, well, I started hitting it with a hammer because to get that inverted riffle out, you got to hit it with a hammer to get it to drop out. And that he does do that. But he doesn't do it because of that. He does it because the molds just won't come off. Because he ain't got no power. You seen how slow that thing come down?
Yeah.
That ain't no power. That's some kind of gear motor or some shit moving that shit. I don't know what he's got. 256. We're going to be up there in just a few minutes. Now I'm going to come around that way. I'm going to be standing right on that side when I run off on it, right over there where your right shoulder is, so you'll know.
All right.
When I come to go over there and work.
Let me get on there.
Well, I want you to know where I'm going to be, okay?
I was going to get on the other side of you.
Yeah. I just want you to know where
What's
I'm
up,
going to
Mike?
be when I go.
How's it going, Jason?
I didn't want to run into
Pretty
you
good.
over
We're pumping them out.
270.
Spike's doing pretty good. What's up, Matthew? How's it going? Can't wait to get back over there to Tennessee.
277.
270.
Maybe here in a few weeks.
Yeah, for a minute. I'm sorry.
281.
Maybe end of February. I might run over there.
Yeah, it's according to the size of the part.
Okay.
And
Go hit
how
Dahlonega
deep the mold
and
is, there's
run
moisture
up
there.
to
How much moisture's in there?
maybe poke around Coker
Yep.
a little bit.
If there's much moisture in there, you got to keep temperature low as you can so they don't bubble up. If you don't do that, they'll bubble on you.
It's different for the plastic. The temperature's different for each plastic.
So the
So
moisture's trying to cook out of it. And they can't cook out fast enough. Okay, I'm gonna be one from up here and one from there. Everybody ready? And I think you're ready to see if it's gonna make a part. It may work, it may not. Power off. Open the machine up. Bring the mold up. Stretch it and turn on the vacuum.
good deal.
Go, baby doll. Looks like it come out good. I don't see any bad spots.
Got,
And I didn't have to plug it like a
coming
baby
from many angles. Many angles.
Yep, no clubbing like a baby seal.
Nope. Don't have to beat this one.
And we'll let it set about 2 minutes probably, or a little less. Excuse me, get under and get the heat gun. And we'll heat right here, 207, it's still too hot. We'll bring this temperature down to below 150. And then when we get below 150, we'll turn the vacuum off. We'll give it another 10 degrees or so to get good and stiff, and then we'll take it out of the mold. So we won't be long doing that. It's already down to 196, 92. But I tried a bunch of different molds this time that I hadn't tried
Well,
before.
brother, if I head over that way, you'll see me post about it. So
I hadn't done some of these.
Holler at
some of
me.
these
That
things
just might
before.
be down the
I've never
meetup.
tried these. Those are both new riffles, but they just look interesting.
Well, Jonathan,
I
you
didn't
can
see how they
search
would work.
Google
See, there's that
search
inverted
Spike
riffle
Strike.
I told you about.
His
And when it
website's
does
under
that, I mean-
construction right now, but he does have a lot on the eBay. And how's it going, Donnie?
And Justin come up with the idea I was going to build up this end and make this bigger to where it would go over this. And he said, no, let's cut this end down so it'll slide in. So that way when we done the mold, I just cut this off to get it where it would fit inside of that piece. So that way they not interlink, and then we cut this piece goes inside of that piece. Well, that locks the two together, and then you just put the little bolts in it and you're done. So, oh yeah, we're ready. Let's turn off the vacuum. Got that off. Back up, buddy. Get out of the way. We're gonna let set this a second here. What we're gonna do here, I'm gonna drop the mold. The mold's gonna, the base plate's gonna drop, not the mold, but the base plate itself is gonna be the first plate. You wanna do it? Go ahead, buddy. You're in charge of that. He's in charge of this most of the time. Go ahead, down. Good job. Good job, buddy.
Came off. Nice.
Now, let me get my hammer right here. No, don't do that. Don't want to do that. Gotta get it out first. Okay, because the mold is still inside there. The mold's still in there. We haven't took it out yet. So we're gonna get it out. The way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna hit it right there and there, and then I'm gonna go. Now, this right here was to loosen. Those there was to get it to fold down to where it would come out of this inverted riffle right here. Because if that end doesn't fold down, that's never coming out. Now if I'd have tried to just pull this thing straight out of the mold, straight down, this right here is inverted and up on top. It's probably going to tear it apart. I mean, it's just not going. It's not going to do it. I mean, so that's what I had to do them that way. Watch out, little man. Let me get in here and get the clamps. There we go. And then we open her up, and then the part's going to be right here coming out of the machine. We just flip it over and there it'll be.
Good stuff.
Finished.
We're gonna be throwing one of these in the creek today, Spike.
We gotta go test it somewhere.
Well, go live on that too.
See it work. Find a piece of screen to put in it too. Watch out. Excuse me. Okay. Let me get to the. It's still warm. That thing's still warm. Go that way.
Here, we can put 3 pieces together if.
You could put 5 together if you wanted to. Let's see what the new fit looks like. I think we can live with that, boys. What do y'all think?
Looks good.
Looks pretty good to me.
Anything that goes over top of that,
You know, there's enough room right here to tag
that bottom lip, it'll catch in there.
There's enough room right there. We
You
could
can
make,
tag them right there.
we could put a aluminum bar across right here with removable bolts where you could bolt it together right there, and that would do a lot of that. Wouldn't even have to worry about these bolts. I think that'd work. I'm pretty sure it would. I think I can do this right here across that right there. That will put it going through both pieces of plastic here, both pieces of plastic there, and everything would get locked together. Look at that. And might want to put one right here and one right there. We'd have to look at that. I'm working on that idea right this minute. But I think we can leave this top on.
It would help keep the water from going over the top.
Well, it ain't going. If
it.
Yeah.
But then that goes back to the question of,
How far you want to go?
is it gonna fit in a 5-gallon bucket?
Not with that. Not with those on it.
Not with those on them.
Nope. Not with those on it. Watch out.
I didn't understand before now exactly how you make them, so now you could almost just cut the lip of.
See, that won't quite fit because of that. See,
Okay.
you could nip the end off of it and make it where it's set in there. On the low end, you can cut your low ends right here and you can nip them out to where they would sit in the bucket. And then Gatorade bottle, perfect. And quart Gatorade, pour it in right here and it runs everything down the seams. And it runs right down through here in the corner. I say I clean stuff out like that on an angle. And I splash my water up, let everything run down and down this side. Because it's all.
That's what I was thinking, Jason. Something along those lines.
Well, the only thing
That just adds a lot of strength.
the only thing I've ever been worried about is on the little ones.
Hey, how's the weather in Kazakhstan?
That
It's cold here and raining.
When you were putting water on it, that it
You
might
might splash it over.
splash it
It's not
over.
too bad. I mean,
Sure is,
you get all the
Matthew.
way to the bucket on it, you know, so it's not bad.
Well, and that's why
This is gonna be a
I
little
started
trickier.
cleaning them out upside down.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little trickier right here, but man, and I think we can just leave that on there. I mean, because it adds so much strength to the whole apparatus, you know. It's not even worth. We're just gonna round the corners off so it won't poke holes in your arm when you move it around. So you just cut a bar right there to lock it together. That'd be a locking it together bar. Under your handle for carrying it properly. And then you'll need one probably up here to carry a rock to keep tipping that end down. It's gonna take 2 rocks to hold that down when it's running.
Pretty buoyant.
It's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah.
You like it out there?
Yeah.
Now, these right here, I'm probably gonna put a little piece of rod right across down in there like that.
Yeah.
Now that'll give you a place to put a rock, and a big enough rock will sit on top of there. And if you had one right here, big ass rock right there.
Boom.
You know, so it locks everything, and then up there, we'll have a little one up here on this end, so you can put your rock on there to keep it from running off in the creek. I think one will be enough across there.
Mm-hmm.
The rock will, you can get a rock balance on that usually on those. I ain't had no trouble. Just find a big enough rock, reach across it.
Big rocks were in trouble the other day.
There ain't no trouble finding big rocks, is it?
No, not the other day.
Not really.
Yeah, it was hard trouble.
If you're having trouble finding big rocks, you're probably digging in the wrong spot.
And most stuff I make out of 8.
That's all you need right there.
I think, I mean, because you make them any heavier, the price has got to
I
go up.
bet you.
The price has got to go up when I make them thicker. You know, it's just all there to it.
You won't find one gold down
You probably ain't gonna find nothing past here.
there. No.
Nothing, I mean, but I gotta put it in, because you gotta have something.
Well, that's why I was saying,
Yeah.
clean them out backwards so that end's already down in the bucket. And if it-
That's a good idea, yeah, exactly, that's good, that's probably good, just turn it around this way and watch it backwards. Because it'll come out of here easier this way than it will this way.
Right on.
I mean, there's no
That
doubt.
in the thicker bucket?
Yeah, put this in, down like that.
Yeah.
And then, say, and then wash, and then everything will run down, and then you wash it, and go right down in.
We've been wondering, what's the purpose of this one? Because we noticed that we have a lot of backfill, collects a lot.
Well, see, one thing that I've noticed with
When
that,
When I do it, I use this same box for the Toby concentrator,
Okay.
okay? So you got a box like this and a box coming back this way. So basically, it's a nugget trap when you're coming back that way,
Okay.
That's the reason it's designed in. I mean, you know, now we make I make little flaps a lot of times. Over here and all.
That makes sense.
Here's a big one. This ain't the right size. But see these? That's just a simple wing. I call them water wings. The thing about water wings is I don't want anything under here because that increases lift.
Yeah.
So we don't need lift. We need water. So those go like that. And that's where you get all that extra water flushed up and up into your box if you was to both them on that box like that. I mean, this would have to be made different. It's too big for that box. It's not the right size. But these go on the big sluices, like that one over there. Those 4-inch deep, put a little one on it just like that. And it'll put you more water in the box to increase water flow when you're using it. And when the water's not as good as you want it to be, this will increase your water flow. And a lot, but you don't want this part because that just gonna lift.
I consider everything so far you make's low flow.
You
It
can
works
run-
better and
It'll run either way. You can put it in water this deep, and if you can get the dirt in it, it'll catch cold.
Dream Mat won't do that.
No, nothing works like that. I mean, okay.
I've got one of my
The
videos
best
is I'm running
way
Dream
I
Mat,
explain drop riffles to
and I got
people
2 of
is
these on the back where it's dropping off into 2 of those, and I got a bunch of gold in there.
drop
I
riffles
put
are
an
explained-
A52 behind those guys, and there was nothing in the A52. So the Dream Mat was
Drop
losing, these
riffles are
were catching,
explained
and there
this
wasn't a shit in the A52. So
What's the best way to catch? What's the best place in the world that bedrock that gold gets caught? cracks in bedrock, right?
Yeah.
Crack, okay, the best place in the world for gold to be. But what's the problem with a crack in the bedrock? You can't get the gold out of the crack in the bedrock, okay? So we got cracks in the bedrock. We just turn them upside down and wash the gold out of them. So they do the same thing they would do in nature, but we wash the gold out. I just do it different, guys. I mean,
No, I mean,
It really
it's
works.
proven to work. I mean, that's.
I think everybody that's tried stuff, man, usually just, come back and say, yes, it works. I ain't never had nothing sent back. I did replace a piece that a guy broke because he was pulling his dredge around by the damn hose. Yeah, I won't call his name. Yeah, I'm looking for a piece of. Darn it.
That's what, I mean, it's
Looking for a big piece of expanded.
expanded insert in one of those big sluices. That just
Do you like those
little
Trinity
hole.
bowls right there?
I like them if you're gonna work in an area where you're gonna do like production. Where you stuck to doing like production type work.
Okay.
The only problem is getting dirt, getting gold out of it. I mean, it's just impossible.
When
to
it
get
gets
out.
down into the bottom of it, man.
To get it out of it, I mean, it's
I had a hell
you
of
have
a
to take a
time.
pressure washer to clean it out.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So the holes that go that good.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta really have deep enough water that you can really shake it. I mean, it is. Oh, that's what we need right there.
It's great, man.
Right there. That's it, right
Hey,
there.
Rusty.
That's what we've been wanting.
Well, I don't have the raised expanded. I thought I had some more over there. There's none in over there. I bet there's some out in the camper. In that sluice in the camper. I don't have my keys with me. But see, the idea is not to put it up there, but to have it down in there.
Take a picture of this.
But let it go.
Yeah, guys, when we get this out here to the creek after a while,
So these riffles are
I'll go ahead and,
rocks don't knock anything out.
record some more and
That'll let you stuff when you first chunk it in.
see how this guy catches.
I use
Hopefully we can show you some
usually
color.
expanded metal, that's
Lost River
raised,
Gold.
and I turn the expanded metal up this way. Now most people put expanded metal in, they turn it up where it does this.
I was watching this.
Because it goes over and then it drops as a drop behind it. Well, I make all my riffles in my boxes this way.